Stop wasting money on magnesium pills seriously. If you've been throwing cash at supplement bottles every month, thinking they're the only way to boost your magnesium levels, there's a good chance you're spending way more than you need to. And yeah, supplements definitely have their place for certain people under medical guidance, but a ton of folks don't actually need to rely on pills at all, especially when there are natural food sources that your body handles, like a total champ. It's kind of wild how many Americans are out here shelling out $15, $20s, even $40 a bottle, when there's an underrated little grocery store staple that costs about $2 and delivers magnesium in a form your body can absorb more comfortably. And no, this isn't some mystery powdered superfood or some sketchy internet miracle product. It's literally pumpkin seeds. Yep, just simple. Everyday pumpkin seeds. The same ones you probably walked right past at the store 100 times without a second thought. These tiny guys are loaded with natural magnesium. Plus, they bring along fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants, a whole package of stuff your body actually knows what to do with. That's the cool thing about whole foods. Your system is built to recognize them. There's just something about eating minerals in their natural state, surrounded by other nutrients, that makes your body say, oh yeah, I know this. I've been doing this for thousands of years. And here's where the whole stop wasting money thing really hits. A lot of people take magnesium pills because they've heard magnesium helps with sleep, muscle tension, stress, digestion, energy, or mood support. And sure, magnesium plays a role in all of that. It's a legit essential mineral. But popping a pill isn't always the magic fix people hope it'll be. Some supplements use forms of magnesium that your body doesn't absorb super efficiently. Others can cause stomach issues, send you running to the bathroom, or just sit in your cabinet untouched because you forget about them after a week. But foods like pumpkin seeds sneak that magnesium into your day without you having to think too hard about it. Toss a handful in yogurt, blend them into smoothies, sprinkle them on salads, snack on them during a Netflix binge boom, done. No measuring, no timing, no swallowing giant chalky pills with that awkward, is this stuck in my throat feeling. And they're cheap. Like really cheap. $2 for a bag that lasts you way longer than you think. And if you grab them in bulk, sometimes they're even cheaper. You're not paying for fancy marketing, shiny bottles, or a dozen trademarked phrases that make supplements sound more magical than they realistically are. Now, before anyone gets twisted, magnesium supplements aren't bad. Nobody's saying that. For people with actual deficiencies or medical needs, supplements can be super helpful and are sometimes recommended by healthcare pros. But for the average person who's just trying to sleep better, chill out a bit, or keep their muscles feeling less cramped after a long day, getting magnesium from food is usually perfectly fine and often even better. And it's kinda common sense, right? When you eat whole foods, you're not just getting one isolated nutrient, you're getting a full nutrient ecosystem. Pumpkin seeds don't only give you magnesium, they give you protein, iron, zinc, manganese, antioxidants, omega-3s, fiber for digestion, all kinds of stuff your body uses together like a team. It's like the difference between listening to a full band versus one quiet instrument trying to carry the whole song. And the best part? Pumpkin seeds are sneaky awesome for snacking. They taste good roasted, salted, unsalted, spicy, sweet, whatever vibe you're feeling. Some people even toss them into trail mixes with dried fruit, chocolate chips, or granola. Honestly, they're kind of a blank canvas. And since they're portable, you can dump some in a container and take them to work, school, on a drive, wherever. Most people don't realize snacking can actually be healthy when you stop defaulting to things like chips or candy bars. Swapping out 1 or 2 junk snacks a day for something like pumpkin seeds is a tiny shift that adds up huge over time. And hey, nobody's saying you gotta go full clean-eating monk mode. Either. It's just about working smarter, not harder. Plus, there's something kind of old school and comforting about using food as nourishment instead of relying on a supplement for every little thing. Over the years, marketing has pushed this idea that we need a pill for everything: energy pills, sleep pills, stress pills, metabolism pills, beauty pills. The supplement aisle looks like a candy store sometimes, but humans evolved eating actual food, not swallowing capsules and gummies. When your body gets nutrients in their natural form, it doesn't have to work as hard to understand what's going on. It's like getting a text message in your own language instead of trying to decode some weird auto-translated version. Another thing people don't think about is how nutrients interact with each other. Magnesium absorption depends on things like your gut health, your vitamin D levels, your hydration, and even what foods you're eating with it. Pumpkin seeds come bundled with other nutrients that help your body use the magnesium more smoothly. Supplements, on the other hand, give you the mineral, but sometimes without the supporting cast that helps everything function at full power. And again, supplements aren't the enemy. They just shouldn't be the automatic first choice when you can get the same thing in a much simpler, tastier, cheaper way. And can we talk about how satisfying it feels to take control of your health in a realistic, sustainable way? There's something empowering about saying, hey, I don't have to overpay for something when nature already has my back. The Americans especially get caught up in the supplement hype. It's like wellness has turned into this expensive hobby for some people, hundreds of dollars in powders, tinctures, capsules, adaptogens, everything under the sun. And meanwhile, the answer to a ton of everyday health goals is literally in the nuts, seeds, veggies, beans, fruits, and whole grains we walk by at the grocery store every week. But let's keep it real, pumpkin seeds alone aren't going to suddenly fix everything about your life. They're not some magical sleep potion or anxiety eraser. They're just a really smart way to support your magnesium intake naturally, without spending a ton. Adding them to your routine is more like a strong foundation than a miracle cure. And that's what most people actually need: foundations. Sleep, hydration, movement, whole foods, sunlight, stress management, the basics. Magnesium pills feel like a shortcut. And yeah, sometimes shortcuts are useful, but long-term wellness usually comes from lifestyle habits, not bottles lined up on your nightstand. One of the reasons pumpkin seeds hit so hard as a magnesium source is because they're so flexible. If you're someone who hates health food, cool roast them with cinnamon and sugar. If you're a savory snacker, go for chili lime or garlic parmesan. If you're a smoothie person, blend them into a powder. If you love crunchy textures, sprinkle them on oatmeal or avocado toast. If you're into salads, toss a handful in for that satisfying crunch. You've got options, and having options makes it way easier to stay consistent without feeling like you're forcing yourself into some wellness routine you secretly resent. And here's what's funny. Once people switch from supplements to food-based magnesium, a lot of them actually feel better, not because the magnesium is magically more powerful, but because healthy habits tend to snowball into more healthy habits. When you snack smarter, you usually hydrate better. When you hydrate better, you usually feel more energized. When you feel more energized, you move more. When you move more, you sleep better. And all of a sudden you're feeling good and you're like, dang, was this seriously just a handful of pumpkin seeds and a few small changes? So yeah, stop wasting money on magnesium pills if you don't truly need them. Save your cash, hit the grocery store, and grab a simple bag of pumpkin seeds. They're affordable, accessible, easy to use, and honestly pretty underrated. And if you ever do feel like you need supplements for medical reasons, that's something to chat with a healthcare pro about, not something you guess your way through. But for everyday wellness, natural foods are where it's at. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best ones. And sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is break up with the supplement aisle for a bit and let real food do its job the way nature intended. Your body knows what to do. You just gotta give it the good stuff without all the hype, the price tags, and the pills pretending to be a quick fix. And hey, saving money while feeling better, that's a vibe everyone can get behind.